Hey, what's up, Cosmic? How are you? How are you? How are you doing? Trying to hit my channel, make sure it looks okay on my side. Okay, it does. Looks like it's coming through okay. Hi, Tori. Long time no see. Jack, what's up, brother? Hi, sweet. Antonia, good evening. Good evening, y'all. How are y'all? How was your evening, y'all? Having a good evening so far? Hi, Fantasy. Good to see you. It's good to have you here. Definitely glad to have you here. See, if I can slow down the control to the telescope. Hanging out the moon for just a bit. Hey, what up? How you doing? Bolin, welcome in. Good to have you. School's starting tomorrow for you. Wow. School season started. My boy started school today. He actually started school today. So crazy. Dark Fang, what's up, buddy? Bill George, what's up, bro? How big was the meter that made that big impact crater? So Copernicus, if I remember right, like 7 to 8 kilometers wide on Copernicus. Hey, Shadow, how are you doing? Good to see you too. Good to see you today as well. Evening, Jojo. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. I saw someone move on the moon. How are you and family? Great. We're doing great. We just spent some time out and about and had some fun for the day after school got out early today, of course. Looks like they're going to be short-lived too over here. In Colorado, oh, okay. We get a little bit of clouds nearby, but nothing too crazy. Hopefully not too bad. It is an early stream. I'm hoping to beat the clouds. I'm hoping to beat the clouds. It looks like it's going to get cloudy for us at some point tonight. But here we are. We got some good luck. We got the moon. Hanging out with the moon for 11-inch telescope. Can't beat that. Raining there in Colorado. Dang. Why you guys even got to bring up clouds and rain already? Got like bad luck for us, aren't you? Trying to bring in the bad luck? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. We've got a beautiful view of the moon, though. Beautiful Copernicus over there doing Copernicus things. Actually, really beautiful. I think I first said it was way too early. Yeah, it feels like it, though. It feels like it. Absolutely. Need so much. Oh, do y'all need that a lot of rain? I got you. It'll be the Bay Rainbows there and the shower, the Sea of Showers hanging out in our view. Hear about the SpaceX rocket crash into the moon? It did, yeah. Near Einstein crater, it did. Hey, Bean, how's the Neen? How are you doing? How's our friend Deneen today? The Sea of Tranquility over here. Let me kind of pulse over the Sea of Tranquility. It'll be the really, really dark mass if I can get the center up for us a little better. Get my screen here a little bit. There we go. OBS, pull it up. And I'll mark it out real quick. This right here is going to be the Sea of Tranquility. Sea of Tranquility, Bay of Roughness right here. The Apollo 11 landing's right about here. You get 11, 17, and then 15. Sorry, 15 over here. 16 landed out this way, and then 12 and 14 are just over in this direction. Hopefully I got it for you. Good to see you, Deneen. Action, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? How's your day, dude? Thank you so much. Hey, Frame, what's up? How are you? Good evening, y'all. Good evening. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing Monday. A beautiful Monday. That's a nice Monday for us over here. Stunning Monday so far. Yeah, it's always nice to see you. Brother, what makes it dark? It's going to be solidified lava. Old lava beds. Ancient solidified lava. Or basaltic lava beds. St. Cloud, Minnesota. Yo, what's up, Timothy? How's Minnesota tonight? I seen we got a notification from about the sun. What did we get? Maybe a little bit old. Oh no, it is right now. A M-class solar flare currently. M1.14 currently going off. Got rain we need. Oh, okay, in the middle of the monsoon zone. In western monsoons. Dang. Monsoon season be quite the adventure. I'm doing good, brother. You captured Saturn. Oh no way, that's so cool. I can't wait. Did you put it on YouTube already? I haven't seen it yet. I'll definitely have to check it out. Have to check it out. We get to see the lunar eclipse on the 28th. Yes, it looks like we should have clear skies on the 28th. It does look like we're going to have clear skies on the 28th. I'm kind of debating on when we stream from here at the observatory or load up equipment and go out and about. So it's a good question. Good question if we'll stream from the observatory or if we'll load up and go out and about and go for it. You will? Okay, nice. That'd be awesome. Hey, Brian, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? How's your day? We will be for sure. It looks like we're going to have clear skies for the night of the 27th into the morning of the 28th for the lunar eclipse. We'll get to see that cool bronze moon that night. That'll be really beautiful. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Really excited for it. Usually when we get a lunar eclipse, it always has clouds in the forecast, but this time it looks like it's going to be clear. Looks like it's going to be clear, and I am excited. I'm gonna pop up my chat over here real quick so I can actually see my chat. See a little better? Yeah, excellent. I know. I'm excited. I'm so excited for that. Not every day you get that. All right, there we go. I think I got it. Base priced me wrong. Oh, dang. What are they doing up there? The aliens are pricing you wrong on the basis. Oh, dang. What are them guys doing to you? Hi, Blue. How are you? How's Blue today? What does it echo like a bell? If it isn't an alien base, why does it echo like a bell? It don't. It reverbs. Basically, what you see is a bell on a scale, but not something you hear though. It's not an audio thing. You see this solar eclipse? I did not from here. It would have been very limited for us here. Lunar eclipse live. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It'll be awesome. It'll be a beautiful day for sure. I want to zoom in just a bit here. We're looking towards the south pole of the moon. The moon has a pimple. It kind of looks like that, huh? Yeah, this is going to be looking towards the south pole of the moon. Beautiful area of the moon, too. This is going to be mostly what we see here. That massive impact crater is Tycho impact crater, named after Tycho Brahe. It's about 2.5 miles deep, 308 million years old, 53 miles wide. It's a massive impact crater. Really beautiful impact crater. And you see the lines coming out. It's called the ejecta, debris that's blown out during impact. Really absolutely awesome. Hey, Ryan, what's up, brother? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Honestly, thank you. I appreciate that. Good to have you, by the way. How's Utah? You guys still have a lot of fires out there, too, or no? Yeah, so many impacts on the moon. Basically, the entire moon is an impact. It is basically an impact crater. The moon itself. It is insane how many impacts are on the moon. Hi, Gold. How you doing? Lots of fires, yeah. I've seen the one like in the southwest of Utah. It was like crazy fire, wildfire. You just seen the moon upside down, right? Jojo, that's funny. Wait, where's the lunar eclipse and when? The night of the 27th into the morning of the 28th. Since you're in Colorado, you're on different time than us, of course. So it's going to be about like 10:45 or so at night for you on the 27th. Be coming up, but you'll be able to see it though. Here in the United States, you'll get to see it. It'll be about 98% roughly of what we'll see with the eclipse. And not like a total lunar eclipse, but it's going to be really close. So we'll get the bronze moon, not the blood moon, but the bronze moon. What telescope are you using? Right now we're using the C11, Schmidt Cassegrain style telescope, 11-inch. Did you say it's 2.5 miles deep? Yeah, that impact that was back there. Yeah, 2.5 miles deep roughly. Tycho. But they make the sky look beautiful. Do they really? In the morning, kind of gives it that colorization or something. Here, let me bring Tycho back up here real quick. There you go. That impact right there. Beautiful Tycho. Didn't see it too. I heard it pass over Greenland and some parts of Portugal. Oh yeah, the solar eclipse back on the 12th. When we get the lunar eclipse on the 27th. On the 27th. The American full moon. We get the American full moon. We get the lunar eclipse coming right up. Beautiful impact craters for sure over there. This is going to be looking out towards the seas. You got Serenity, you got Tranquility here, Fecundity, you got Sea of Crisis off on the side. On the very bottom, you can see the Sea of Showers down there as well. And a lot of bays as well in this region, especially like the Bay of Roughness. Bay of Roughness right there on the Sea of Tranquility. Let me try to mark it up again. Sea of Tranquility is this dark mass right here. And then the Bay of Roughness is going to be right about here. and right next to that bright impact crater, and then right over just a hair, that's the Apollo 11 landing site. But that would be the famous Sea of Tranquility, that dark mass. It's one of the last regions that actually that solidified when it comes to the lava. Any clips of the meteor showers? We did, yeah. I got a fireball also on my short, so you can check out. Didn't say too. I heard it pass over Greenland. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, simulation of the flat Earth. And yeah, it turned out donut collapse. Two planets collide and basically turn to Venus. That's right. How large is the Sea of Tranquility? Oh, I cannot remember exactly how large it is. It's big though. Like it's like the size of Texas when you really compare it. It's a relatively large area. Ever caught an asteroid right as it was flying towards it and impact from it in real time? Not me. Not when it comes to like an impact on the moon itself. I've never actually captured one myself. I have got to see some legit videos. There was one, like a Japanese astronomer captured one back in 2000, I think like 2023, and that was a legit video. You can actually see the details from it. Did I see the rocket crash? I did not. I don't think anybody did on ground-based telescopes. I don't think it's visible for anybody. I don't think anybody actually captured it. There's some captures now from like the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, which would be done through like NASA, for example. But you can see like the impact from it. But I don't think there was any ground-based telescopes I was able to capture it. It did quite the damage on the moon, though. It did put a nice little dent on there, but it's relatively small. The crazy thing about like impacts on the moon, the average impact on the moon itself is about 5 miles wide, and those are super small in our comparison. Hey, Sophian, how you doing? Good morning, or good afternoon, good evening, whichever it shall be for you tonight. Whichever it shall be. I'm not used to streaming at 8:31 p.m. That is crazy. I am so used to now streaming way too early in the morning. Kind of how this all works, really. Got to get used to late nights or early mornings, and then here you are at 8:30 in the evening. Yeah, that's a pricey whoops. Yeah, for sure. It definitely was. I'm gonna bring out some of the brightness here. Starting to get a little bit higher, so some of the brightness is toned down just a bit here. We can bring back some of the brightness, make it a little bit easier to see. Yeah, it's a pretty it's pretty cool to see an impact crater from something like that. It's not the first time that we've seen an impact crater from space trash, though, to be honest. Like, we've seen one from a rocket booster, and that was the rocket booster from China. China actually had a rocket booster actually impact the moon as well. See them crash into the asteroid, get sampled. Yeah, absolutely. That's so cool, huh? That was really awesome. Brought it back to Earth. Yep. Yeah, I got a buddy at work at GoDart. I tried to get him to send me samples, but he wouldn't do it. I was really wanting some of those samples. He would not send them back. They're just so little. Like, the amount that they actually brought back is an insanely small amount. Yeah. Well, Rice Rex, it's going to be a really cool adventure, too. If you guys actually want to look up a Rice Rex, by the way, it's a really cool adventure. Yeah, there's so small amount that they got back. I would have loved it, like a card sample. What a beautiful moon. I know, right? It is stunning tonight. It is truly stunning. It is truly stunning tonight. Gotta love the moon. Always gotta love the moon. It's still kind of low in the atmosphere, though. So one thing I dislike about summer is just how low the moon is in the southern sky in the atmosphere. It's about 514 miles across. There you go. Covers the surface area roughly, making it slightly larger than the state. Yeah, it's about like the size of state Texas, basically. Angela, thank you. Love coming to my happy place. Good to have you. Good to see you. Good to have you, Angela. Sounds amazing and cool, but absolutely terrifying at the same time. I hear that. I definitely get that. I definitely get that, especially when you think about the numbers and just sheer scale of the cosmos. It's massive. It's crazy massive. Costello, how you doing? Welcome in. Good to have you today. You guys see the cat on the moon? Anybody see the cat on the moon? I don't have my drawing pad up. Moon dust is super bad for you. It is. It's very sharp too. Very, very sharp. When we talk about the moon dust, but highly highly radioactive material. It's very sharp, like glass almost. The cat on the moon right here, if you guys can see it, here's going to be the head. You can see like an ear, another ear. Its head's right here. An eye, the mouth would be here, and then the neck comes down right about here. The body, you got a couple of legs, and then you can see like the tail come up over here. But that's a cat on the moon. If you ever wonder if there's a cat on the moon, there's your cat on the moon. And then next to the cat on the moon, I'll pull it up a little bit here. See if I can pull it up. Move telescope. Right here's the witch on the moon, which she's a lot easier to see. In about like another day or so, you can see her hat coming up over here. This will be her hat, her eyes, the mouth, the face, and then her body or torso would be right about there. So the black cat on the moon and the the witch on the moon right next to each other. I think that's crazy cool. Aaron, what's up, brother? I see you, man. I see you, bro. How you doing? How's your night? And you got a beautiful Tycho impact crater right there. That really massive impact crater. Again, that's about 53 miles wide, about 2.5 miles deep, and about 108 million years old. Cat on the moon. Cat on the moon, knocking everything over. As a kid, I had a cheap twin dog telescope, and everything I looked at in the moon, I'd always see a face. Yeah, never noticed that before. It's cool, ain't it? Gonna get a new. Oh, nice, dude. You're going to a new school tomorrow. That'll be awesome. Hopefully, really enjoy it. I hope you truly enjoy the school that you go to tomorrow. That'll be really awesome. That'll be awesome. Yeah, moon does super sharp, really sharp. Off work. Oh, dude, nice. Off work early tonight. That's awesome. Get to enjoy a stream before work. Going to work tonight, Gilla? What are we all doing? I'm glad that we're able to stream. It's supposed to be really cloudy. Like really cloudy for us, but we have this little short break of clear skies, so that's awesome. I'm absolutely excited for clear skies, obviously. I've only seen a face too. Yeah. Streaks around the impact incredible. Yeah, absolutely. The impact that the streaks that come out from it, it's called ejecta. Debris that's ejected, basically. But when we talk about like Tycho over here, it's about 1,500 to 1,600 miles in length. They're super long. You can see them coming right out all the way across the moon almost. It is insane how massive they are. My bear said I don't get to see the man. Oh, okay. It never registered for me. It's pretty tough. Like, honestly, using a telescope, it's really tough for me to see the men on the moon. It's a lot easier for me to see the men on the moon just using my eyes rather than a telescope. Can't wait until we get the moon for the first time. Nice. Wait, I can't wait until we get to... You mean the first time in our, like, modern time? Or do you mean, like, the 6th time that we've been to the moon as far as mankind? Or, like, the crazy amount of times that we've been there with equipment? The color, yeah, it's absolutely stunning. Do you think we went to the moon? Absolutely. I guess the question would be, do you want to look at evidence or do you want to look at logic? Because they're both going to say yes. See the cat on the moon. It's crazy to see the cat on the moon. Gotten some really cool pictures of the moon with the camera. Oh, dude, no way. Gonna go back and see if I got in the cat and the moon in any of my pictures. That'd be awesome. That'd be really cool. Power zoom tonight, we're probably pushing about 150-ish or so. Hi, Denise. How are you? How's your night? Thought the moon was flat. Okay. It is cheese. We'll go with that. Van Allen radiation belt say different. Oh, so you understand the science of Van Allen radiation belt, but you don't understand the science of Van Allen radiation belt. Gotcha. Somewhere there's an alien looking at Earth like, whoa, oh, that'd be crazy cool. That'd be crazy cool. You don't think we passed through it? Well, I mean, I know you got 2 brain cells there racing for like 3rd place and all, but it's cool thing is you actually believe in science, but you don't believe in science. It's pretty wild to even say that. The Death Star in disguise. Okay. I got you. Anyways, the craziness of y'all tonight. You guys are kind of crazy tonight. In the 60s, the live broadcast, yeah, radio waves have worked for a long time. It's pretty crazy how that works, huh? I mean, they've been using radio waves since like really early in the World War II, even before the 1960s. Get back even a little bit further in 1910. But again, I'm gonna say your 2 brain cells are racing for 3rd place right now. It's a beautiful view for sure. A Luna belly button. What's up, Joe? How you doing? And astronomy was a moon. Yeah, absolutely. The moon will do that. First time watcher. Hi. Is this your telescope? It is. Yeah, this is one of our 20 telescopes that we have here. Familiar with the EME or moon bounce? I am actually. What's a beaver moon? The beaver moon is just the name of the moon. When it comes to that month, every month we got a name, whether it's a beaver moon, pink moon, rose moon, the wolf moon, the coal moon, the snow moon. There's different names. You've got the blue moon. There's 2 different ways we can get a blue moon. But it's just a name of the moon, name for the full moon. Do you believe there's another Earth-like planet? It's going to be tough to get one just like Earth. It'll be really tough to get one just like Earth. What moon is this one? Our moon. This is our beautiful moon. Do you believe that there's another? Yeah, I like that question though. Honestly, I love that question. Do you believe there's another planet just like our planet? It's going to be really tough to get to that point. How are all the planets so round? Gravity. Gravity doesn't like care which side it's going to pull debris into. It's just going to do it. You think that technology in the Gira would I be in a museum but it's less? No, the technology is in the museum. In fact, you can go actually see the technology in the museum if you want to go do it. In fact, you can find a rocket from back in that day. This is where you're confused, Chris. I'm going to let you know that you're super confused on how this works. We can actually go look at Apollo missions style equipment that's actually in museums. That technology isn't lost based on the technology doesn't exist. The technology is lost because they quit making it. That's kind of what that reference is. But again, your two brain cells are definitely racing for third place right now. But something about having Earth having 2 moons. We actually got 9 quasi-moons. So we got a lot of different moons. But that conversation when it talked about the 2 moons, that was a captured quasi-moon, the one after Kamoa-Lewa, which is one of the coolest captured moons in my opinion when it comes to a quasi-moon. But we actually have 9 quasi-moons currently. Airplane planets, maybe. I mean, maybe. It'd be tough to get one just like airplane, though. I'm going to get a drone for hitting the moon? No. Okay, we only see one side of the moon. Others rotate. Oh, yeah, ours rotates too. Our moon rotates too. Who is paying you? You do, Chris. I'm going to let everybody know too. Chris is paying me tonight. The moon cannot come quick enough for the next generation. Dang. You can't get past Fermat. Cool story. Who built the moon, my friend? It was from the formation after a impact here on Earth. You went to space camp in the 89. Yo, that's amazing. No way. That's super awesome. That is super awesome. Poor Chris. You're living high, man. I get it. You're living high. You think you got something. Even logic would say that Russia would make fun of us, even though they had better equipment. They had a much better, I should say USSR. They had a much better space development than what we had. They definitely would have made fun of us and said, nope, you didn't make it. Guess what? They did. They actually verified that we went there. Logic would even say that's pretty crazy. Heard that one of our planets has a moon. That itself has a moon. I forgot where or what. Let me make sure I read that again, Kevin. I heard that one of our planets has a moon. That itself has a moon. I forget. I'm not too sure what you meant there. Try it one more time. I'm sorry. I must have missed something. Ah, dude. You're getting way out there now. You're getting way out there. Come on, Chris. Come on, bro. Make sure I keep up with the guys here. How's your sun gazing been, Roman? Pretty crazy. It's been really cloudy here. Have you ever seen the lunar wave from Crow 777? Yeah, it's called a camera. It's a shutter on the camera. That's what happens when you use a camera with a shutter rather than like a rolling shutter. I should actually point that out. It's just a rolling shutter from the camera. It's a defect. When it's moving away from our planet, it is about 1.437 inches per year. Do you think when the U.S. and Russia was in their space race, the Russian rockets with people on them are just in deep space plane? So that's a pretty tough one. I don't want to. I guess I don't want to go down that. It's not my area, obviously, planetary sciences. I could tell you that USSR was actually really good, like really good when it came to space. Their space development and space missions were absolutely amazing, to be honest. When Jupiter or Saturn has a moon. Oh yeah, so that's kind of a fun one. By definition, a moon can't have a moon, just by definition. Just kind of put it there. Who places a moon perfectly in position? What do you mean perfectly in position? It leaves away from us. It's not in place in position. It actually moves away from us. In fact, it even does in its orbit around us. But it leaves us about 1.437 inches per year. What's your favorite object in the universe? Tell me the black hole. Not really. Black holes are not that terrifying. I'll tell you the most terrifying object in the universe, in my opinion. The most terrifying object in the universe is sometimes conspiracy theorists. That's kind of where I go with that one. Came back all mentally messed up. Oh, I'm sure. Can moons have planets? No. Well, I mean, they have to have a planet they orbit around. The definition of a moon is a natural satellite object that orbits around a planet in its own sense. If you were to talk about like there's other things that are more like binary planets in a huge way, and we could talk about like Pluto and Charon. These act like binary planets. In fact, we do with our moon. We act like binary planets more than we act like a moon and a planet, just based on where your Berry center is going to be, that orbit, the central fire orbit. Man, they're on it tonight, man. You gotta love little flat earthers, dude. People logic, it just does not bounce very well. Some people, I don't even know where to go with it sometimes. Where are scientists so pretentious? I don't know. I mean, which scientists did you mean that was pretentious? You're really good at explaining stuff. I try. I just don't like having to go down the road of explaining something like someone's like a 2-year-old. For example, I can understand having a thought that, okay, we didn't go to the moon. Okay, that's fine. You can go with that thought. But the evidence clearly adds up. And not only evidence, but essentially logic does. So if you can't believe we went to the moon and then understand that USSR verified we went there, China's verified we went there, they would absolutely love to make us look like a fool. But they verified we went there. That's logic. That's the logic side of it. And then the evidence. Well over 2 million people experienced the moon landing. And you're not going to keep people shut. Like, that many people, if they knew it was fake, then come on. Some other time. Oh, thanks, Godzilla. I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate that. So the moon have influence on our planet and our climate? Yeah, it does. Absolutely. You're really good at explaining. I honestly try to explain things as well as I can, but you never know. Sometimes there's explanations that you got to really, really break down. Kind of depends. Like a lot of people don't think the moon itself rotates, but it does. It actually rotates around its axis. It orbits around us. If we orbit the moon, would we see them? And tells you. So okay, so if we orbited the moon, we did when we talked about like Artemis 2, we seen them when they were about 63,000 miles away. When they get really close to the moon, this becomes the issue. It's not per se that they're getting way too small, you won't see them. If they're big enough, you're still going to see them. The biggest problem that we have, the moon's super bright and that object is going to be really faint, and so trying to find a really faint object next to a bright area, that makes it tough. But on the way out, we captured it when it was like 63 miles out there when you're talking about Artemis 2. It's about the flagging shadow. What about it? See you some other time. Sounds good, buddy. Yeah, sounds good. I've been real quiet since this live. No, I just had a couple of them. Hey, what up, Young? What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you. See, I put the Neil Armstrong. Oh yeah, the Boyhood home. It was for sale. I seen that, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. Live your whole life on the dark side of the moon. Yeah, there's no dark side of the moon. You never know Earth existed. Yeah, so far side of the moon. We consider it to be far side of the moon, not the dark side of the moon. Even the far side of the moon even receives sunlight. And it's kind of like a misconception that a lot of people give, especially when it comes to music. Can you please remind me of these bugs out here going to shut up? I know they're so insane. Like the crickets have been so loud these past couple of days. It is insane. It is insane. Do you like the TV show Futurama? I only seen a few episodes. I'm not much of like a TV person personally. Like I don't watch a lot of TV personally. I bring us in a little bit more brightness. Looks like a couple clouds are trying to push through. You guys see the cloud kind of pushing right there? A little bit of cloud. First ever fireball I saw, it was 7, 8. And I was just looking at the houses I like. A bright fireball passed. It was really close to the ground. Yo, no way. That's crazy. That's really crazy. You're surprised that India has a space program? Yeah, they actually do really well. Like India actually is doing really well with their space program. It's really awesome to see it. I knew you were going to say conspiracy theorist at the most. Scariest thing in space. I knew because brilliant minds think like, oh man. And the bad thing is, it's not so much that as much as there's some conspiracy that are so far out there that you really start to think, this person, how do they even do anything? Like there's no logic behind it whatsoever, and that to me is crazy. Because your frogs are really chirping tonight. Oh, they're in Central Florida. They're crazy here. The crickets are so loud up here in Northwest Missouri. They're insanely loud. They come out to Kansas City. It is just noisy, crazy noisy right now. Crazy noisy. The moon's moving away slowly and have influence on our climate. Isn't the moon not as responsible for climate change? Not really. Not when it comes to it. The moon itself does a lot of control. There are some effects from it because it does help check our ocean, right? It keeps our ocean in check in a huge way. Not only does that, but it also slows us down. So take like the T-Rex. The T-Rex, when they were here, their day was actually about 20 minutes longer than what we experience now. So it slows us down. This changes up the climate and just the natural methods. Those town frogs. Oh yeah, and these kids are so dang loud. They are. They're so loud. That's a space series, but my second scariest object is, wait, I forgot the name. Oh, let's hear it. Like honestly, black holes are not as scary as you'd think they would be. It's not as crazy as you'd think it'd be. Do you ever see that goofy video of the African space agency? Not sure what series. I'm not too sure. Not sure that I've seen that one. There's a lot of countries in Africa that have a space agency. There's so many space agencies out there, though. Like a lot of them out there. What they are called? Loud. Have an amazing night, Alan. Hope you're having a beautiful night, brother. Good to see you tonight. How's Virginia skies? See if I can pull down some of that brightness there. We'll kind of walk over here towards like the Sea of Tranquility area. Ever see anything moving around the moon? Honestly, no. Never have. I watch it constantly. It's one of the main things that we watch. Does the moon cast a light? A reflection from the sun in its own way. It's just a reflection from the sun. It's only about 12% too, on average. Daily Onyx, what's up, buddy? How you doing? How was your night, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. That's stuff for our respect moon. Yeah, for sure, Sean. That's true. Cricket mouth count chirps at 15 seconds. Then add 40 for Fahrenheit. Oh, okay. Getting the jump jar. I got you. Her cheesy moon joke. Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? Yeah. Great food and no atmosphere. I love it. That's a good one. That's a good one. You're doing good? That's awesome. I love it. Good to see you tonight, bud. Good to see you tonight. Good to see it tonight. Still a little bit of a cloud in that direction over there. What temperature cooler on the moonlight? I don't. Did you actually see that experiment or no? I don't think you understood that experiment. You know what temperature of light is? Make sure you got this down. It's not. It doesn't mean like how it feels. It's the temperature of light. Is it yellow or blue? Can you zoom more in? Yeah. When we get away from that cloud there, yeah, we can get a little bit more zoom in. You also pull back a little bit of light. Let's see the AI vids and stuff. Skimming across the moon. Yeah, the surface of the moon. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Daily, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Moon puts off cool light. It's light spectrum. The spectrum of the light that comes through is cooler than what you would expect. So you're talking about like red light to blue light, or think about your kitchen light or yellow light. Sorry, yellow light to blue light. But the light temperature is going to be the color of that light that you're getting in the spectrum. Tonight, the 11-inch Smitcast screen tonight. I feel like there's so much to see. That is so true. When it comes to the moon, there's so much going on. There's so much beauty in it. Like, especially here on the South Pole, right? Like, there's so much going on here. I'll bring back a little bit of brightness. There's a crazy amount of impact craters over here. You got Tycho, beautiful Tycho right there. It's a crazy massive impact crater. It's about 108 million years old. This is the youngest large impact crater on the moon. It's crazy beautiful too. Actually really stunning area. You can see the ejecta coming out from it. I think it's really amazing. Always gotta love the moon. So much to enjoy when you're looking at it. You got the cat on the moon right there in the center. When what? When what? Like right now? It's live, that's what you're asking. Space Ghost. There you go. Here's gonna be Copernicus impact crater. It's pretty wild. A lot of wildness going on around Copernicus. Come back over. We'll go to the Sea of Showers over here. Pull it up a little better. What is it doing that you don't see? Oh yeah, there's so much different things that are going on. Like when we talk about the moon, there's a tail coming off of it, a salt. When's the youngest? Oh, just a couple seconds ago. The moon itself gets impacted insanely a ton. Like it's crazy to say how often the moon actually gets impacted. Large impacts, the ones that like we see, is about once every 10,000 years though, roughly. You see the cat tonight? Yeah, it was well defined tonight. It looked really good. Let's bring over the Sea of Serenity here. I find it a little weird to think whenever I look at the moon, I'm seeing about 1.6 seconds have passed yet. About 1.3 roughly. This is the Sea of Serenity right here. The one that looks like almost like a seashell in a way. The beautiful Sea of Serenity. You got the Apollo 17 and Apollo 15 landing sites in our view right now. You're welcome. Absolutely, you're welcome. Yeah, and thank you for being here, by the way. Pulling the Sea of Tranquility. That's obviously pretty famous. Apollo 11 landing site. Sea of Tranquility. And the Bay of Roughness on the right side near the center. Coming out. It's a stunning region. This is one of the last ones to solidify when we talk about the lava regions. At a big hill at 12 o'clock. Down to the oh man, there's so many mountains right here. When you look at the Sea of Showers, and come back to it. The highest mountain is actually right here. If I'm pulled into the view. A little bit more. So the highest mountain's Mount Huygens. It's like right about here. It's like right in here. Somewhere in this region right here is Mount Huygens. It's the highest mountain peak on the moon. Thanks. Appreciate it, Frisco. What are the dark shade spots on the moon? Solidified lava. Ancient solidified lava beds. Maybe you could hire a NASA telescope. That'd be cool, huh? That'd be pretty cool. Clean your lens or something. Everything looks super clear. No, I actually collimated the C11 though. Like right now, I think we can get a little bit better. Well, the mountains there have snow on top. No weather on the mountain or on the moon itself. No atmosphere, no weather. Banana Republic. Are you ready for the lunar eclipse? I am, brother. I am, and it's supposed to be clear here too, so that's really awesome. I'm excited for that. How tall is the mountain? It's like 17,500 feet. It's really tall, 17,500 feet. Look at the south pole of the moon here again. You can see all them crazy impact craters. So many impact craters out here. So many dang impact craters. Did you saw it? Saw it. Was ET? What? The moon has the worst acne. It does. I would agree. I would definitely agree with that. 5,000 now. It's crazy tall. Like Mount Everest type tall. Are they from asteroid hits? Most of them are, yeah. Most are from asteroids. It's just going through phase. It is going through phase. That is true. Hi, Jim. Welcome back, bud. Welcome back. Yep, the moon just goes through phase. Oh, man. Black holes rearrange everything, taking the great universe inside them. So, that'd be wild. Pretty wild thought. James, thanks for the hiding, bud. I appreciate that. Daily, thank you for the start. Thank you both. I'll say thank you both. We kind of back up a little bit on our view. See a little bit more of the moon here. We ain't got to be all crazy zoomed in like that, huh? See a little bit more. Beautiful moon tonight. It's not very far from Pluto also. Pluto's pretty much in the direction that the moon's in right now. I do remember you, Jim. Can you see the spot where the Falcon 9 hit? No, I cannot. It's really small, by the way. The impact's super small. For the moon side, the mountain is way taller. Yeah, when you compare, like if you were to compare it based on the property, the size of the moon, yeah, it's really tall at that point. If you were to really compare it that way. Are you scientists of the sky, a planetary? Sorry for going into left field, but have you seen anything that makes you question what is going on up there? Honestly, no. Honestly, no. What are we using to observe a telescope tonight? Hi, Sammy. How are you? How's Sammy tonight? Can you see Saturn? It'd be later tonight before I can get to Saturn. Later tonight. Potato friction pushes the moon away at about 3.3 centimeters for yearly. Will be too far to create a total lunar or solar eclipse. It will be, but it'll be a long time from now. It's like, think about that. 3.3 centimeters per year, or about 1.437 inches per year if you want to do inches. That's not very much. It takes a long time to get out there. It takes a little bit of time. It is, yeah. It's definitely looking large right now, ain't it? Working in school started up again today. Yeah, school started here too. How did your kid do at school? Enjoying it so far? Favorite overall telescope? Probably the C8, the 8-inch Schmidt Cassegrain, to be honest. Like, I really like the 8-inch Schmidt Cassegrain telescope. I think it's kind of like a Swiss Army knife when it comes to telescopes. Honestly, think it is. School started up and you're still at work. What the heck? You know, my boys started school today too. Moon's favorite hobby? People watching from orbit. Nice. There's going to be a partial lunar eclipse on August 28th, right? Yes. The night of the 27th into the morning of the 28th. I explain pretty simple and fast. I try to get most of it. Telescope we're using tonight, the C11 telescope from Celestron, the 11-inch Schmidt Cassegrain telescope. I can show it to y'all if you want to see it, by the way. If you guys want to see the telescope, let me know. We can turn on the camera. We can get to it. There's really a dark side of the moon. There's not. There's dark areas of the moon, like, for example, some of the deep impact craters here on the South Pole, which is the direction that we're looking at now. There's areas here where sunlight doesn't reach to the bottom of those impact craters, and they're about like negative 420 degrees Fahrenheit. They're like really crazy, crazy cold in them. It's where we find the ice water. Two of them, yeah, this is the newest visible crater we see on the surface tonight. Oh my goodness. You're looking at stuff that dates way back there, well over 4 billion years. We talk about like the basaltic solidified regions, those dark solidified regions, the dark mass that we see on here. This is pushing about 3.7 to about 3.9 billion years ago. Hi, Sibel, how are you? Hi, Mama Nova, welcome in. When did I take care of the space thing? You should tell us. You guys want to see the telescope? Yeah, we can do that. Let me see if I can get my camera to pull up. I have not turned on my camera in a minute. Where's my camera? My camera. Hey, there we go. There I am. All right, let's do it. So here's the observatory, the room where I stream from, basically. Hopefully you guys can see it here. And then the telescope. I know there's not much light. Is there enough light to even see the telescope? Oh, I don't have a flashlight here. Oh, I got my phone. Hold on. Let me grab my phone. I know it has a flashlight on it. All right, let's see. So the flashlight should be up in here somewhere. See if you guys got enough light to point at it. Right here. Here's the telescope that we're using tonight. It's a massive telescope too. Don't let it trick you. It's a good-sized telescope. Yeah. That, and then of course back to the streaming room here. Let's see if we can get ourselves positioned again. Get myself all positioned in. There we go. People watching are like, oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Newbie. Aim to another object in the moon, like Saturn or deep sky. Like deep sky is kind of tough. We got to put in a what's called a focal reducer to get us for like deep space type stuff. It's kind of tough to do that. Essentially, we got to take some of the equipment. I got a focal reducer on here somewhere. Then we got to screw it on, then put the camera on, then we start swinging around. But what the problem ends up being is that the moon is so dang illuminated right now, it's so bright that you actually get a lot of stuff. The Hydrogen Alpha doing great. It's actually doing really good. It's one of the telescopes in here with us. Some of the craters look like gases on the far side. That's pretty crazy. That's crazy. That's a face they found on the moon. A fake video, AI. Subscribe. Thanks, Nova. I appreciate that. With the partial lunar eclipse happening this Thursday, how much does the moon's current orbital affect how deep it plunges into Earth's umbral shadow tonight compared to the peak on the 27th? Not too much different right now. Its plane is, I can't remember the exact distance on the plane currently, but the plane ain't too crazy when it comes to it. Why can't we see the stars in capital letters? Because of exposure. What Jupiter and Saturn? We do. That we do. Hopefully I got the rest of your guys' questions up there. Let me see if I can pull up the comments over here too. That screen is way up there, so it's hard to see it. Let me see if I can pop out the chat. There we go. I can see a little better. There we go. Of course, exposure. Yeah, you know what exposure is. If you need to know, I can show you what exposure is. Maybe that didn't explain it enough. Does do these phase? Yeah, I want to see Andromeda. I'm excited to get to Andromeda. We need to get the telescope ready for Andromeda too. We need to get it set up and ready to rock and roll. One of the crap ton of telescopes we have over here. We need to get it set up and ready. You want to see what? Okay, exposure's like this. So anybody that's really sensitive, close your eyes for a minute, and I'll show you what exposure is. That's an exposure. You ever walk outside and look at the moon? You hardly ever see a star next to it. Sometimes you do. There's sometimes that you'll see a star, sometimes a planet, but it's pretty rare. Like, it's not a very common. But you just keep bringing up the exposure. The moon is super bright. Stars, in comparison, are really faint, really dim. So the best way that we could probably do is, let me turn up the speed of the telescope. You move away from the moon just a bit here, and then you bring in some exposure. Exposure is that amount of light that you're going to allow your camera to pick up, and you can see the main issue. It just blows you out. And this is one of the big issues, like, for example, like Artemis. When Artemis is flying out towards the moon and it gets near the moon, you lose it because of the brightness of the moon itself. So imagine having something in your window with the sun shining through it, and you're trying to watch that thing in the window. It's so hard to see, like really hard to see. You guys see the clouds right here below me? There's some clouds blowing through right now too. Move the telescope just a bit. You might be able to see the clouds here. I don't know if you guys can see the clouds very well or not. A little bit of clouds coming through. Crazy. See the moon Uranus. Yeah, we can see some of the moons out there. I think there's portals inside the moon. No, not at all. No. Love Andromeda. It's absolutely sunny. It is so sunny. Andromeda is really beautiful. Why the moon go to the bank to change its quarters? Nice. That's really funny. All right, let me speed the camera back up though. I'll speed the camera back up, bring down some of the brightness, and we'll bring the moon back into our view. See if we can do that. Hey, are you still here, Aaron? Or no? Hopefully Aaron's still here. You'll like this. I want to show you one of the new setups we have inside the observatory. It's actually really awesome. Just no bad space. Nice. Check this out, Aaron. Hooked up to the telescope now is I got a joystick, man. Look at that, dude. How funny is that? I actually operate the telescope now via joystick. It's actually crazy cool. It's actually really nice. Sure, broadcasting live. How heavily are you relying on your mounts active, right? Ascension track and burst manual guide. It does a really good job. It's the EQ6R Pro mount. Amazing. It's absolutely amazing when it comes to tracking. Like, really amazing. How's your setup work? Like, are you in one room in your telescope by a window? No, so it's the observatory. The room that I'm setting in is like the electronic room or the control room of the observatory. So some of the telescopes, air conditioning and heating up here, which is really nice. I know you can't see it. Air conditioner heater sets up here. But this is an enclosed room. And then next room over is where the actual roof slides off, and that's where the telescope's set and do all their things. So it's like two rooms, basically. You got the control room, and then you have the actual room for all the telescope and the equipment. Hi, Dorothy. How are you? How's your night? But it's a nice setup, though. It's actually really nice. Hey, what's up? I am. We're going to be able to capture the eclipse. It looks like it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be super clear. like really clear. I don't understand. Don't understand which part, Jim. Don't understand which part. Yeah, joysticks are, it's really nice. Using the joystick now for like guiding, manually guiding the telescope is so nice. Like just being able to grab it and position everything. How would you prevent condensation in a telescope, like maybe a control cupboard? So you'd probably be there's a couple things. One, I leave a lot of telescopes in here, which is climate controlled inside this room here. Then when you talk about like the telescope that we have now, there's actually what's called a dew heater on the front end. It's wrapped around it. There's a dew heater which keeps it kind of warm, keeps the dew off of it. And it kicks on like whenever the temperature and the dew point get really close, right? It'll kick on itself on, get kind of warm. And then there's two fans on the back to try to help keep the temperature cozy as well. On this telescope, the one that we're currently using. What we're looking at, please, the moon. Right now we're hanging out the moon. We're hanging out the moon. Are you cropping your capture frame rate to combat? I am not, no. This is straight up how the camera's doing it tonight. No crop with it. Complete area of interest. The 4,144 by 2822 when it comes to this camera. No crop in it. Just a decent night. You can see a little bit of turbulence out there. It's not horrible though. It's not horrible turbulence. You know what actually messes me up more than turbulence is actually the streaming room with the computers that actually set in here. One thing we actually had to do was install like ventilation here to actually pull a lot of the heat out of the observatory, the control room, and push it out and away from the observatory. Otherwise, what would happen is if I turn off the ventilation, it gets super hot in here, first of all. That's why we got the air conditioner. But that heat from all the computers and stuff actually go out into the right in front of the telescope, and it causes its own turbulence. It's kind of crazy. The joystick, impressive. It is actually really nice. It's nice to grab that joystick and just be able to actually move like the moon around, just kind of slowly and enjoy it. It's actually really nice. I like it. It's a lot better than trying to hit like a button on an application. It's so crazy. We don't have to go out of the way. Oh, they did 100 years ago. I would agree. Yo, so true. Yeah, Rising and Declination motor mounts are super nice. Wasn't my first telescope, but yo, I can like it was like maybe an Orion or something. I was young. I was really young when I got it. I was really young. Copernicus all back in the day, you know. Oh, so much. Like Copernicus obviously seen things that no one else seen, right? He figured out orbits, even though still wrong. He knew that we were orbiting the sun. Like he obviously he's seen things that other people in their mindset they seen but couldn't put it together. So that was kind of interesting. For checking live, are you using the active region of interest? None. No cropping. No cropping tonight. It's a good directional tool. It is. It actually really is. In a book, maybe it's just my imagination run away with me. Oh, I'm not too sure where your imagination was. I must have missed something there. Happy and proud about my iPhone camera. So true. Got a question? What's a question? Ask a question. Feel free to ask questions. Questions are great. I think questions are what give us knowledge. And if you especially get to ask a question and someone might have knowledge, that's amazing. I don't know everything. I'll tell you that now. I don't know everything. My knowledge is still limited, obviously. I'm still trying to learn every day. Still trying to learn every day. But asking questions is one thing that makes us great as far as mankind goes. Is Virgo always near Venus? No. The planets change in position over the years, especially. They change in position. Especially when you talk about Venus, by the way. It changes a lot. The position of it changes quite a bit. Allows me to see wavelengths. I can see wavelengths coming up. Oh, nice. Interesting. It's awesome, but I haven't seen solar flare up close. We do with the solar telescope. We can see the solar flares. 3i Atlas, did you scope it? We did. We captured it. We captured it several nights. We were able to capture it because I have an iPhone 15. Okay. Use the moon, but they did update a couple of months ago. Get the moon to show up anymore. Oh, it gets too bright. Like hold your finger in the screen where the moon's at, and then it should pop up a box with like a slider. It's our real live photo of the moon. It's a real live video of the moon. Yeah, we're watching the moon live right now. Venus moved to where Mars is. Would it cool down to become like Earth? No, not necessarily. The problem with the Venus is its carbon dioxide atmosphere. It acts like a blanket, and so it's going to hold heat. And that's one of the big problems that we have with like Venus, because we look at something like Mercury, for example. It's really close to the sun compared to even Venus, right? And it's hot, and then it gets cold, It gets hot and then it gets cold because there's no atmosphere to hold that heat in. The atmosphere of Venus is very, very thick. It'll be cooler than what it is now. It's about like 980 degrees roughly, but it'd be a little bit cooler. Oh, you download OBS the other? Oh, nice, dude. The other day, very nice. I love it. OBS works pretty well for me. What do you think of flat earthers who believe the moon's a hologram? That's on them, man. It's on them. No, before the trees around the earth, there was giant mushrooms, probably. So somewhere in the far future, there will be no moon. Well, the moon will still exist. I can tell you this. Before the moon is released from gravity from us, even though it leaves us 1.437 inches per year, before it's released from us, our sun will come to the end of its life. What would happen if you point your telescope at the sun? We do that sometimes. Obviously, you want to do it safe. You want to be safe with it. We got dedicated solar telescopes, like this one here. This one here, for example, like this is a dedicated solar telescope. It's a hydrogen output telescope. And for example, if you look through it, you're not going to see anything unless you're looking at the sun. It cuts down a lot of light and then it brings us into the hydrogen output side. So we can see like the chromosphere. It's actually really cool. We do this sometimes. Would you be able to fly the American flag up there? Not with my equipment. I don't have anything that large. Like meteor showers go. It was awesome. I was absolutely excited for the meteor shower. Love meteor showers. Anyway, see that thing that they are calling a second moon? No, it's way too small. The quasi-moon is super small, like really, really small. Here for 2 months, and always enjoy watching. Look at the moon on porch while watching. That's awesome. I love that. And thank you so much, by the way. Love having you here. Definitely love having you all here. Can you see any clips with that thing? Yeah, we're going to. The night of the 27th into the morning of the 28th, we got clear skies. The forecast is clear. We're going to capture the lunar eclipse coming up, so we'll get the bronze moon coming right up. We'll get the bronze moon coming right up. It's just like built by artificial intelligence robots, probably. Yeah, they're dedicated solar telescopes. Yeah, but we can even use like the telescope we're using now. We can use on the sun. Most of my telescopes I have a white light filter. I actually have white light filter for them, which is pretty cool because then you can see, like for example, the sunspots, the cooler regions on the sun, even though they're not really cold, but cooler regions on the sun. And so we can do that with white light filters. You see the photosphere at that point instead of the chromosphere. We see the photosphere. What time? About 11:30 p.m. on the 27th. How do you know if the moon was not created? Well, we can look at the evidence of what we see with the moon. We can see the difference in the isotopics without having any like crazy high volatile isotopics on it. So that's one thing. We can see how it moves away from us and do the calculation. That's another thing. We can see the measurements of other things. And isotopics is one of the biggest things, to be honest. Like it's one of the biggest things to give you a huge clue on how things work. What time do you come up with today? I can make sure I'll put it on my calendar. So on the night of the 27th, hopefully we're live about 11 o'clock. 11 p.m. Central Time. Hopefully. All right, sounds good, Jim. Having a good night, bud. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a good night. It was not Uranus. No, this is the moon. What would you do if you saw an alien looking back at you? Yo, that'd be crazy cool. It'd be pretty crazy. It'd be crazy. Give a man a plane ticket. He flies for a day. Push a man out of a plane. He flies for the rest of his life. Oh my goodness. What kind of crap is that? That's funny. I gotta get my chat popped out here so I can read it a little better. There are other solar systems in space. Yeah, we do actually observe a lot of exoplanetary systems, so we call those exosolar systems. But we're almost up to like 7,000 exoplanets at this point. There's a lot of exoplanets out there. Could you see any light that look abnormal on the moon? Can you see? I mean, if that was to occur, then most likely, yeah, we'd probably see it. Most likely, we'd all see it. Bet all the flat earth. I know. Like crazy. Sometimes you gotta have the conversation. Some people get tricked into craziness, right? For example, there's some people that believe in being able to drive without a registration or license. Somewhere online it says you'll get away with it. I've never seen a person get away with it. So sometimes you gotta actually have that conversation with the person and let them know it don't work like that. Life just doesn't work that way. Sometimes you just gotta get there. Do we believe the moon landing was real or faked? Aliens real? There's so many theories. I get it. I definitely hear it. It depends on how you look at things, right? So whether you look at the evidence, it tells you that we land on the moon. If you look at logic, it tells you land on the moon. I don't know where else you can go to say we didn't land on the moon, to be honest. Like, I honestly don't know where you can go to say we didn't land on the moon except for complete denial and truthfully no thought process. Like, it's the only way we could get there. That's a massive impact right there, Tycho. It's really beautiful. What's your review on life on other planets? I think it's possible. I think it's very probable. If we want to look at like the math itself, it's very probable. Very probable at that point. Hey, what up, Wheaty? I've been hanging around, but mostly really early morning streams because of when like Saturn comes up and stuff. If at first you don't succeed, skydiving isn't for you. You can always skydive one time though. You can always skydive one time, whether you have a parachute or not. You can always skydive at least one time. That is true. I gotta get a drink though, y'all. I bought myself a Gatorade Zero. I haven't even taken a drink yet. And I am thirsty. I won't lie. I am thirsty tonight. Were the Earth and the Moon such good friends? Because they really know how to pull each other. I love that one. I love it. That's a good one. Hi, Possum. How you doing? That's Possum. I'm good, Vincent. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? You enjoying this weather? This weather is awesome. 71 degrees tonight. It's got lunar belly button. Yeah. Do you believe in aliens? I think they're out there. I do think they're out there. I honestly think they're out there. We don't have no evidence yet of aliens, but I think they're out there, to be honest. Just based on sheer numbers, for sure. I would go with that. Hi, Peachy. Don't need a parachute to go skydiving. Need a parachute to go skydiving twice. That's a true story. Doing very well. Doing very well. Moon will be visible tonight. Best rare event happened. This event happened last night. Dang. Oh my goodness. It's been 7 years. Ooh, in the indoor skydiving wind tunnel in Vegas. Very fun. Oh, I bet that would be fun. I bet that would be so much fun. About sending flat earth into space via tie them up to a bunch of balloons. It'll allow an oxygen mask and pressure suit. Hey, visor. You have to wear like a square one. Do not comment much about love watching the moon. Hey, what's up, Beth? It's good to have you. I'm glad that you did comment, though. Tennessee, by the way. Love it. Good to have you here. I'm glad that you feel like you can comment. What's the best time to observe the moon? Winter or summer? Winter. Honestly, winter, especially if you're in the... take that back, because even if you're in the southern hemisphere right now, it's winter. But when we talk about the plane currently, and it changes up over the way, or by the way, over the decades, it changes on us. But currently, in the time that we live in, winter is much easier for us to observe the moon because it's much higher in the sky. The plane gets much higher in the sky for us. Using the star scope, it's out there. Plenty of evidence. We don't have evidence of aliens yet. Feel like there's aliens, and if they come here, we're in trouble. What's the best time to observe moon, though? Winter for sure. Definitely winter. Keep claiming that it's Fish Island. I know. It's crazy. Do you think Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin are hiding information about what they see on the moon? I don't know. I wasn't on the moon with them. I don't know. I can't tell you. I honestly don't have the answer to that. What do craters have a flat bottom on the moon? They don't. They're actually kind of rounded inwards. But let's kind of get, I guess, into the science of impact craters. They appear to be flat. In a huge way, they do appear to be flat. But what you see when you talk about an impact crater, you're talking about the seismic waves. It's just the side effect of what happens during impact. Jenny, what's up? How you doing? When did the sun go to school to get a little brighter? You ever see anything you can't explain? Honestly, no. What I see, it's recorded here on YouTube. You can go look at all my live streams, whether we're using wide angle cameras looking at the entire sky trying to find like meteors, for example, or looking up close with the moon. And sometimes we get much closer with the moon than what we are currently. Don't see nothing wild. I really don't. I wish. I mean, like, it'd be really cool. If an alien came through, you guys would probably see me no longer on the camera. I'll be running down the road before the government gets here. But honestly, no. Like, it would be really cool, though, to see something. I do this constantly. I'm here constantly. That's what I do. I really don't. Other craters on the moon, much like the ones on Earth. Ish, not really, though. Because here we have sediment changes. So wind blowing through. There's a little bit of wind on the moon because like solar wind, so but it's not the same. Not quite the same. But we get wind changes, the wind changing the environment here. We get moisture changing the environment here. We don't have that on the moon itself. All the planets spin and the moon spin. Why doesn't our moon spin? It does spin. It does rotate on its axis. About 27 days, 7 hours, 43 minutes to make that one rotation. Moon so astronomically small. Be a natural miracle to see something abnormal. That's considered in science space. That's true. Yeah, it's something like, for example, a person walking on the moon, you won't see it. You need it to at least be five miles wide, roughly, to be able to see it. You don't think we ever land on the moon? That's fine. You don't have to have logic or reasoning of evidence You can have stupidity all your life. No one's going to take that from you. When suddenly got an ocean, very second, that would, man, what would happen? Well, it would get a crazy atmosphere. Then we would start to question, how did it get an atmosphere? What's happening near the core? What is rotating near the core? What kind of lava flow do we now currently have? Where did the moisture itself come from? Did it all come from like the deep impact craters on the South Pole, where we do find ice, by the way? You start to question a lot of things. No, on the moon there are complicated craters. There's complex craters, complex and simple craters. Yeah. Question everything. You can always question everything. I would agree. But there's also a thing that says use your brain, go with logic, go with evidence. Usually is one of the most important things. You can definitely question everything, but it doesn't make you right. It definitely doesn't make you right. Oh, thank you so much, Joe. Thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate that. Thank you for the love and support, by the way. Thank you so much. Looks like an orange, kind of does. Has that kind of look to it. What was our glitch filmed on the moon? Which film though? Because I actually seen a lot of videos from the moon. I've seen people talk about, but I've seen some of the film where you could tell it's old film. Old film was kind of scratchy looking. It's crazy. But I've also seen films that were really decent in a huge way. No, you answer this, but where's the biggest impact crater? It's near the South Pole. Actually, we're looking at South Pole, but it's where we can't see it. But it's called Atkins Impact Basin. Would a meteor hit the moon and Earth at the same speed, or is it slower when it hits the moon? It's a good question. So it speeds up when it actually gets near Earth, gets towards us, but then it slows down the atmosphere. The moon don't have an atmosphere, so it impacts it roughly at the same momentum that it's already going. But here, our atmosphere kind of it hits our atmosphere, starts to slow down, then it gets picked back up eventually. Do you personally believe there's aliens in the universe somewhere? I think so. I personally think so. Yeah. Have to be observed. The universe is massive. Yeah. I would definitely go with yes. Somewhere in the universe, there probably is, based on sheer numbers. Like when you look at the math, it's insane. It's truly insane. I would definitely go with that. Again, Joe, thank you so much, by the way. Thank you for the love and support. Years ago, I used to watch the Hubble telescope online on a NASA website. It's so amazing. I love Hubble. Absolutely love Hubble, and I'm super excited for Nancy Grace, the Roman Space Telescope going up. It's basically the replacement for Hubble, but it's 100 times the field of view. It's going to be insane. It's going to be so beautiful. Let me bring us up a little bit more light. Looks like the clouds are trying to thicken up on us a little bit. Looks like a giant grape, does it? That's so funny. That is so funny. Use Stellarium. Stellarium's good. Stellarium's actually really good. Ah, you're welcome, Matt. Yeah, absolutely. But it's moonquakes. It does. The moon does actually have moonquakes. Really interesting. Feels naive or arrogant to think basically humans are the only intelligent. The universe is so massive. The cosmos is insanely massive. Took more days than I know. I'm so excited. I'm super excited for Roman Space Telescope. We're at 7,000 exoplanets now. We're just about 7,000. It's going to skyrocket. It's going to skyrocket. It's going to get insane. Hi, Kiki. Make sure I check that real quick. I worked with the guy over the summer who doesn't believe in space and moon landings. Believes the Earth is flat. It was a rough summer. I hear you. That'd be tough to be like around a person. Like I've never actually truly met a flat earther. Block Me Too. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? It's been forever. It's been forever, dude. I have not seen you in a while. Honestly, I've never met a flat earther. Not in real life. I meet them all the time on YouTube, but I think YouTube University does some people crazy. All right, Metallica. Off to bed. Thank you so much. Have an amazing night, and thank you so much for subscribing. Honestly, thank you. Almost a full moon. We're coming up on it. We're coming up on it. Coming out of Vera Rubin. Vera Rubin is insane. Like, it's truly insane. Never met one either. Yeah, I never have. Never met a flat earther. Of course, I never ask people what they think the shape of the Earth is either. I don't know. Maybe I should be asking, huh? My goodness. Well, new technology. Why can't we land on the moon? We have we land on the moon 5 times, sent people that way the 6th time. Or land on the moon 6 times, sorry. And then sent people the 7th time. I was married to a flat earther. I pushed him over the edge. Then divorced him. Smart. That's smart. What's up, Casey? How you doing? You met a couple on Discord. They're always on the internet. They're all over. They're around the globe. I know flat earthers exist around the globe, but I don't know. Who knows? They claim to be truthers. I know. But yeah, I start complaining about something else. Of course. Live in Central Florida and have tried to catch as many launches as possible since childhood. They're impressive up close. I bet they are. Saw Challenger live. Yeah. You hang out too many scientists and geeks. Makes it a lot easier, huh? Around the globe, always make me go. So true. That's so dang true. The observable universe estimated 10 to 100 sextillion stars. It's insane. Know a couple flat earthers. One friend I convinced back to reasoning. That'd be tough. Anyways, let's get away from the whole conversation about flat earthers. Who cares? No way people actually believe the earth is flat. No, I think it's more about wanting to be in a circle, right? I think it's more about wanting to be in a circle and feel like you're fighting something. I don't know what it is. I really don't. What's the best thing that you've seen in space? That's a really tough question. Because, like, honestly, I'm enjoying the view of the moon right now. I enjoy the moon currently that we have. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, because whether we're looking at Saturn or Jupiter, if I'm looking at Venus, if I'm looking at Orion Nebula, a galaxy, it's always, to me, very amazing. I don't know. I don't know that I have a good answer for it, to be honest. I really don't think I have a good answer for it. At the Bible Caesars, we don't do religion or politics conversation, man. Seeing the curve of the earth, I was coming back from a party. I saw the area where you can see the curve of the earth very easily. And you live in Colorado, so you see the peaks of the mountains before you see the base. The things are close to you. It's crazy. He had an ex-brother-in-law who was a flat earther for a minute. I said, okay. Yeah, let's get away from the whole conversation of flat earth already. I'm already tired just even thinking about it. Really loving the telescope we're using tonight. Oh yeah, I like the C11. It's such a beautiful telescope. This is such a wonderful telescope. Yeah, absolutely. It's a wonderful telescope. The Andromeda Galaxy for you, or the first time that you got to see it was back in 1980. Ain't that awesome? That's been a minute ago. Susan, that has been a minute ago. 46 years. That is awesome. Love photographing Andromeda. Me too. Andromeda is such a beautiful target. Such a beautiful target. We'll go for it too. We'll go for it here soon. Talking about things that we can see in space. That's true. We see a full night sky, but I've never just a few stars because of the light pollution there. Here in a Bortle 7. Wow. That'd be tough. I could not do a Bortle 7, honestly. That would be tough. Say that we live in a snow globe. My goodness. Watch them see happen. Oh, it would be. Yeah, some of these impacts would be insane to see happen live. Honestly, they would be. They would be. You're just rewriting all them textbooks. You're just rewriting all them textbooks. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. The moon a piece of the Earth, or is it remnants of the object? Both. A little bit of both. Mostly, it appears to be more Earth than it is remnants of the other object, to be though. It's 100,000 years since the moon was struck by an impact event. No, it happens all the time. Like massive impacts, though, happen about once every 10,000 years. But the moon itself was impacted constantly, like constantly. And I would come back to vacation. I mean, come back from vacation. There's too much light in the car. Oh, so the reflection. Got you. Could have buy the empty light. Oh, and set up some permanent telescopes on it. The neighbors and their kids use them. And, no way. That is amazing, Renee. That's super amazing. I love that. It's amazing. Chris is in my class. Nice. It's a brand new observatory. Oh, in New Mexico. New Mexico State. Oh, no way. That is so cool, Susan. No way. That's amazing. Wow, that's crazy awesome. Nothing like being somewhere there's no light pollution, just looking up. So true. Roman is on the moon. Tonight I am. Have we ever recorded a large impact on the moon? Yeah. A Japanese astronomer was able to capture one, like 2023. If you look up Japanese astronomer captures impact on the moon, there's so many videos on it, and it was verified. It was actually a true impact. As it was so clear here in Montana, felt like I was in Bortle 1. Yo, no way. Oh, that would be so awesome. That'd be so awesome. A big would hit the moon. Would you see the impact wave in real speed or in slow motion? It would look like slow motion to us, just because of distance. It would look like slow motion in a huge way. It's going to be really fast, obviously, but it would look like slow motion. Wish we can look behind the back of the moon. Yeah. See the impact craters tonight, like beaming off of each one in Bushy. Yeah, they're really gorgeous. See the clouds going through right there? I don't know if you guys see the clouds. Oh, thanks, Drew. I appreciate it, buddy. Images of the Martian night sky are bonkers. Literally looks like split milk. Clear there in Chicago for once, but the mosquitoes are hungry. Dang mosquitoes! I think mosquitoes like clear skies as much as we do. How big would a meteor have to be to show off on the moon from orbit? Oh, that's a tough one. How big would a meteor have to be to throw off the moon from orbit? That's going to be a tough one. Really big. Really big. I couldn't even give you the measurement of one. Really big. Actually, really big. Is this like your telescope? It is. You want to see it? Ricky says, y'all think the moon is real, and here we are looking at it. What the hell are we be looking at? Oh my goodness. So funny. Yeah, if you want to see the telescope, I can show it to you. It's a sunny day, no clouds. It's all blue this time. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. How's it the moon is tightly locked? That the craters are at a 90-degree angle? It's a good question. Space. There's a lot of space in between us and the moon. The far side of the moon's impacted like crazy, though, by the way. But space. There's a lot of space in between us. It's easy for an object to come in between us. Not hard, though. Not hard at all. We used to live on a sailboat in Ontario, Canada. We sail in the middle of the Lake Ontario. Oh, it's crazy. That's awesome. Do you want to see the telescope? I can show it to you if you want to see the telescope, by the way. Maybe I missed, maybe someone said yes or something. I missed it. Gotta bring up a little bit of brightness. See the rover image of the night sky of Mars? I love it. With no light pollution. Dude, I can do Mars at night. The blue sunset. Oh my goodness. I could do it. Like, you know how romantic that would be? For flat earth, you swear up and down. The moon was indeed a hologram. Yeah. Crazy. That one's tough on me. Like, I don't even know where the hologram concept comes in. Something crashed into the moon, yeah. It's been a minute now. It's a little longer, 5 days ago now. Smoke been a problem? It has been, actually. We've been getting a lot of the wildfire smoke from, like, West Canada and Washington, Oregon, coming through here. A little bit of Utah, too. Been a lot of wildfire smoke. Same thing on the night of the 11th. Seen a lot of meteors on that night. Yeah, the smoke's been pretty wild, though. Yeah, it's definitely been wild for us. Been another wild year. Hi, Ruby. How are you? The Tranquility, Mare Tranquilitas. It's a dark lunar plane in the moon. It's spinning about 544 miles. It's a beautiful area, too. Actually, really gorgeous. The Sea of Tranquility right here. It's a dark mass right underneath my face. Where Apollo 11 landed. Apollo 11 landed right about, let me pull it up. Right about there. Close to about that point. It's Apollo 11. 17, 15, 16 that are in our view. If we move it over here, we can get 12 and 14 too. 12 and 14 is like right over in here. It'll be 12 and 14. Beautiful areas. From skateboarding, can't walk. Oh no. Oh no way. Graphical universe where quantum mechanics work. Okay. That mom we're talking to me about. Oh, getting a telescope at Walmart. Oh, that'd be cool, Casey. Be really cool. Move my calendar around the blood moon because 2 years. Ooh, until the next blood moon. It'll be more of a bronze moon more than a blood moon. Not technically a blood moon that we're coming up on. Well, 410 can made of aluminum to land the moon. Okay. 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 It's not possible to use a rock to send a message over the internet like you're doing now. Okay. For 13 Lynn. Come on. And Majestica is curious how there are craters on the side facing us. What is gravitationally line? Yeah, I think I got that one for sure. It's space in between, though. There's a lot of space in between. Easy for anything to slip in between. Yeah, I'm super fortunate. Parents, yeah. Absolutely. Hopefully got the rest of the comments. Kind of going by pretty quick up there. Oh, it's where they got it. No, oh, okay. I got you. I got you. I get you now. That makes sense to me. And we're looking at the south pole of the moon at this point. Know how a 90-degree angle works? They're not 90-degree angles, so the impactors hit it in all kinds of different directions. Most of them are not like straight on at all. Like very few of them actually hit 90 degrees. Very, very few of them do. Ever seen what looks like a bright star that grows and gets bigger and bigger? No. We look at the night sky quite frequently too. Never seen it. Never seen that one. That's a new one. I assume there's more space in between Earth and the Moon. There's so many meters can scale to the Moon by Earth's gravity. They can be like we can influence some of them, but these aren't 90-degree hits, by the way. They're not 90-degree hits. Like very, very, very few meteors actually impact the Moon like head on. Very, very few do. Lifted, thank you so much. You know, Lifted, thank you so much for that. That was really cool. Thank you so much. That's beautiful. The whoop you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lifted. Observing Nova. Not being released, but Maritime. I know about since then. There's a lot of information out there about what appear to be supernovae that were written in ancient times. There's a lot of information out there about it. Never correct them and just own them. I got you. Oh, thank you, Lifted. Honestly, thank you so much. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you for the love and support for what we do. I truly appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys just all of a sudden got quiet all of a sudden. What happened here? Everybody went so quiet. Did y'all want to see the telescope, by the way? I think I might have asked that earlier. No one actually answered it. You think there'll be an X flare this week? That'd be cool. There've been a lot of M class flares. I think quite a bit of M class flares. Let me know if you guys want to see the telescope. I can swing this around here. The room that I'm sitting in is what's called the yeah, I can do that. The control room. This is basically where I stream from. It's a room connected to the observatory. It's part of the observatory here. We can do it. Let me grab my light here. I don't have my headlamp, so we're gonna have to use a lamp here. Use my phone. It's kind of the smartest way I can do it right now. Then we go through this room. Hopefully we can see it up here. Let me see if I can see the screen. But here's the telescope. Here's the telescope. The white part's the mount. Then you have the telescope. Which you can see, it's actually pointing relatively low. The moon is low right now. This will be the telescope. Hopefully I'll see it okay. Hopefully. Get myself repositioned here again. There we go. Full moon, I guess it was a starting moon. Yeah. Absolutely. FK, chatting with Gugway. Oh my goodness. You fighting with it or what? Block me too. Thank you for the floating heart, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, man. I hate for a space capsule when it enters Earth's atmosphere. Why don't the astronauts get cooked inside? Protection. Why don't your butt drag on the ground when you're driving in a car? Design. Come on, man. I mean, use a little bit of sense. I don't know what the argument is here, but it's crazy because you're literally talking on a rock. You're holding a rock in your hand, sending a message across the globe, arguing about something stupid. Think about the how I feel right now, just even trying to read your what you feel is questioning. Come on, man. You don't seem to be a little kid. Always enjoyed space, but now I'm 53. I'm going back to school for a long time. Care administration. I think I'll enjoy it. Oh, I'm sure you will. I'm sure you definitely will. Purpose in a way because of how the tidal lock works. So did the space rock heading towards the moon. But the Earth in that way. You realize how far the moon is from us? I think there's a misconception of how far away the moon is. The moon's really far from us. 238,900 miles away. There's a lot of distance in between us and the moon itself. How many balloons does it take to lift a human in space? That would be crazy. Could I have this kind of access to such an amazing telescope? It's a lot of fun. Absolutely love these telescopes. And it's even better that we have the rock that we can literally stream this on. I think that's what's really cool too. Get to use a rock to actually watch us stream it on, but somehow we can't fly a metal tin. Oh my goodness. You guys are crazy. Absolutely crazy. Some of these questions sometimes make me wonder. Just make me wonder. You guys are fun though. Hey, what up, David? How you doing, buddy? How many Earths would fit between the Earth and the Moon? Oh, you get like, and it's an apogee approach about every planet. So crap ton. I don't know the number off the top of my head. You can start calculating that pretty quick though. It's a crazy amount. Like there's a lot of our planets can fit in between it. Not 30 to 40, somewhere in that region. I want to imagine if it's that bad now. All right. It's like driving the full distance through Texas. It is. And then some. Driving through Texas sucks. Like I hate driving through Texas. Yeah, we're hanging out the moon tonight. Hanging out the moon. Driving through Texas sucks though. It takes forever. Like going down to Austin, we spend so much time going through Missouri, Kansas, and Oklahoma. It's nothing though, because when you hit Texas, you're still in Texas forever. Like you never leave Texas, but you're driving to Texas and it never ends. People say crazy stuff. They do, for real. Honestly, they do. It's the funniest thing, man. Like it's super funny. 30 euros can fit in the empty space. Yeah. It's pretty well. It is horrible. Driving through Texas sucks. That's the moon now. It is, yeah. There's a live view of our moon right now. Probably achievable in space. On chair, Larry. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is our moon right now. We're looking at it live right now. Can judge tiny or a huge face. Yeah, we're really bad at it. Like, when it comes to distance, we're horrible with distance. Why does it look like small towns on the moon? Street lights, but I know it's not. Yeah, so what's happening here is younger impact regions. So the albedo is a little bit higher. Let me give you a perspective, though. You kind of bring it back. You can really make it out, right? They kind of seem brighter. And what happens here is what's called gamma and contrast. If we change it up a little bit, you can really make them actually pop. See how it kind of changes just a bit. So it's super bright. When you're looking at the moon, it's really bright. So what I normally do is I'll bring out some gamma and then bring in some contrast. But by doing that, you're making things appear to be crazy bright compared to what it naturally would be for us, obviously. But they are much higher in reflectivity because it's younger debris that gets thrown out during actual impacts, or a higher albedo. Over time, though, they will start to dim down. But these are young impact craters that we're seeing. So if I can keep up. It's up to the close it goes. No, we can get closer. Depends on how we're setting it up. Why does it look like small town? I got that one for you. How you take it through? And some people have extremely thin skins. I know, for sure. Then yes, an agreement. Crazy, just no revert. I got you. I hear you. This person says, for the love of God, we're talking about the craters that are 90 degrees. What about the craters? The craters aren't the impacts. We're talking about impacts. The craters are from the secondary effect of tidal force. Like when you throw something into water, no matter what angle you throw it, the tidal force, the waves that you see from it, they come out in circles. And that's what we see with the moon. If you throw like a pebble onto a lot of sand, you'll get a tidal force from it. You'll see a wave, no matter what angle you throw it at it. The impact itself is not 90 degrees. The craters that you see appear that way to you because you didn't understand what the craters are doing. And you can do this experiment with any shape rock, any way that you want to throw that rock into a pond, a lake, whatever it is. You're going to get the rings to come out. It's going to be a pretty well-formed ring. It's not going to matter which direction you throw it in there. And that's the difference in it. So for the love of God, since you want to type it like that, oh my goodness, you're not the only single person here asking questions and stuff. In fact, these are simple things you can go to Google and probably search yourself. My goodness, dude. Why can't you answer the question as a real fact and say you just laugh when you have no real answer? Which one was your question? Let's see what your little bitch ass question was, Hector. Let's see what Hector's little bitch ass question was, since he wants me to talk to him. I don't see anything from Hector. Let me pull it up in here. Let's go back, way back in the channel activity. Let's see here. Why can't you answer the question in real facts instead of just laughing? There are real questions people are asking. All the heat from the space capsule when it enters. I've already answered yours. I've already told you you're kind of a dumbass, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I already told you you're a dumbass.
So going up to your question, you're not asking a real question at all. What you're doing is you're sending a message with a rock that's built into what's called a cell phone nowadays, meaning that we're pretty damn good with development. Like mankind's smart. You're thinking that we can't get inside a capsule and fly through something at an extremely high speed of rate, figure out how to reflect heat. I mean, come on, man. That's on you. You're just a dumbass at that point. Anyways, what up, Guppy? How you doing? I see you tonight. I see you tonight. You think the moon's flat? Okay, cool. Sorry. Do you think we went to the moon? I don't know. Do you want to use logic or evidence? Which one do you want to work with tonight? Logic or evidence? Depends on which one you want to work with tonight. Use logic or evidence. Which direction you want to go? We'll have the conversation, but which direction you want to go? Logic or evidence? You want to use either? Logic would say that China and Russia would definitely make fun of us if we didn't go to the moon, knowing that they're pretty good at space. Russia was one of the first ones to get out there, right? Sputnik did an amazing job. They landed on Venus. Crazy awesome. Of course USSR would make fun of us if we didn't land on there. Yet they got the evidence. Logic would say that they would make fun of us, though. So we got the logic there. Evidence-wise, you can find the evidence all day. It's not that hard to do. Russia, USSR didn't, like, dominated us when it came to space, to be honest. Like, they did a really good job. Have an amazing night, Renee. Have an amazing night. Haven't seen too many flat earthers in here, but there have been some that come through. Yeah, absolutely. You definitely get some. You definitely get some. Yeah, have an amazing night. Why are you getting offended? I'm not, actually. I'm just thinking that you're an idiot. Like I've already told you this way too many times. I think you're an idiot. Like you keep asking questions. I see your name, by the way. But eres uno muy tupido persona. Realmente tú no necesitas con gente en el mundo porque eres muy tupido. Lo prometo. There you go. And I told you in your own language too that you're just a freaking idiot, man. Can do heart surgery or go to the moon. It comes to years of compounding knowledge. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely true. Just done out what the navigation system had like 28,000 memory. Okay. You know what their navigation, like, are you trying to compare it to your computer that you have at home? I'm kind of lost on that. It's a moon. We can do projections of where it's going to be at. We know we're going to have a solar eclipse 40 years from now. What path it's going to leave a shadow on Earth. Come on, man. Oh my goodness. Why's everybody saying not arguing with fools? I know. What that's saying about not arguing with fools. So true. All right, Tori, have an amazing night, man. Have an amazing night. Screw this, look in the neighbor's window. Creep. Van Allen belt, that's a real issue, supposedly. Not really. Like you believe in science, but you don't believe in science. Know how rings got in the water when you throw a rock in it. The moon isn't made of water. It's made of very, very fine dust. Very similar. Right? And I even made that same comment. You can do the same thing with like a marble and sand or a rock and sand. You can do the exact same experiment with it. How long are you going to stream tonight? We're not going to have too long. Eventually the moon will slip behind a tree and we'll lose it. Mac, what's up, buddy? How you doing? How's your night? How's your night? What's possible zodiacal lighter dust in the galaxies with your telescope? Dust just reflecting here on Earth. Zodiacal lights or dust in the galaxy with your telescope. So I'm gonna assume that you mean like looking at remnants from novas, maybe? Is that kind of what you mean? You thought it was funny? No, dude. Looking in someone's window with anything is not very funny. You don't believe the radiation human take going to the there's way more radiation than typical science. That's a claim, otherwise not a scientist. So I don't believe that the radiation a human would take. The thing about the Van Allen belt, it's not comprised of like all radiation. There's dense areas. There's areas that's not so dense. And we know where these locations are. Like we know what Van Allen belt is. You know where the locations are. You know where to fly the rocket through. You know how fast to fly a rocket through at that magnitude, right? And they're not in there very long at all. They go through it quick. If you think a rocket's barely moving, that's a different story. But they go through it very quick, very, very quick. Moon looks like a giant orange. It kind of does. The moon is flat and made of some kind of cheese. Nice. Prove to the views this strange moon is real. Can you prove that we're not just looking at the a loop of the photo? Just saying, this is live video. So prove this real. I'm not a flat earther. ... Yeah. I mean, we could look at the telescope again, like I've done twice already. If that's what you want to do. You want to see the telescope. I assume that's your question. You want to see the telescope and make sure that we're looking at something real. We can do that for sure. There's another person here that read my comments and got what I'm asking. I must have missed something, honestly. My conversations sometimes go in all different directions, so if I miss something, I miss something. I'm sorry. I have to glow in the dark. Stars in the sun. That's really cool. Yeah, let me show you the telescope real quick. Let me turn on my flashlight again. We'll do it. We just did it like 5 minutes ago, by the way. Not a big deal. I'll show you. So we're inside the observatory. This is string room control. The telescope. Hopefully you guys can see it. The telescope's this object right here. And then what we'll do is we'll tap it. And then that makes a wobble obviously. But essentially what we're doing, you're watching the moon live with a telescope tonight, anyways. You're welcome, absolutely. I'd like to borrow your telescope for a few months, for a couple months. Dang, man. I would hope it's real. Can't really see it. I couldn't see it. It's dark. I live in a very dark area. We're the observatory, so this is the observatory. It's super dark here, and all I got for a light in here right now is my flashlight. I was trying to shine my flashlight. That's all I got. Usually I put a camera out there so we can just flip between them, but the best I could do is this setup. That telescope's C11. It's C11 from Celestron. It's very similar to like this telescope here. Let me pull this. So similar in design to this telescope. This is the 8-inch Schmidt-Cassegrain telescope. It's a very similar in design telescope, but that one out there is 11 inches. It don't seem like that number should be much bigger, but it is crazy big though. Like 11 inch compared to the 8 inches, like insanely big. It's a really massive telescope. What's your voice in 1.5 speed? I talk kind of fast sometimes. I do, and I try to answer every question that comes through, though I miss some. And sometimes I end up answering questions that are ridiculous. So it just takes up my time. But I try to answer every question that comes through. In order to do that, I have to speak relatively fast. Makes me feel like I'm used to paper towel rolls. 1.5 speed for the viewers. That ends up what it is. I just try to answer all the questions. And the only reason I can do it. Hola. Looking at the moon tonight. We are. But yeah, if I'm going to try to answer all the questions, I have to type, or I have to talk fast. Gravity on the moon's about 1/6. You can jump 6 times higher there. And you weigh less. You actually weigh less. It's probably nice for a lot of people, huh? The Micro Machine Man. But you do speed talk sometimes. I know. It depends on the conversation, though. How fast is the conversation going? Have you ever seen a UFO while streaming? Honestly, no. Nothing crazy. Yeah, nothing too crazy at all. Yeah, gravity's wild. Like, there's only about 86% to 87% where the ISS is. On my computer, Windows 98, I had software that came from, from Tesco, a telescope called Tesco Galaxy Skywatch. Never correct me. I spent many nights on there. Yo, that's amazing. That's crazy awesome. That is really awesome. Because like for the observatory, it is. Well, I mean, it's my personal channel, obviously. It's simple. There cannot be 90 degrees. I repeat, 90 degrees, angles, potholes. Yes, again, we'll go back to it. It don't matter what angle the impactor hits the moon. The impacts that you see, the holes, are from a secondary effect, tidal waves. We can see this from a lot of evidence. We can look down and look at central peaks where the impactors actually are. Your failure to acknowledge is not my failure to explain it to you. I don't know what else to tell you, man. I really don't know what to tell you at this point. Your failure to acknowledge the information I gave you is on you, not on me. You can go somewhere else and do your own research. If you don't understand what a central peak is or what the tidal effects are from the impacts, that's not on me. That's on you. It's really on you at this point. Do you think the moon was an Earth at one point? Part of the Earth. If that's what you're asking, we see the evidence of what appears from a giant impact, or what's called the giant impact hypothesis. But it'd be part of the Earth. It'd be part of the Earth. Could go like I don't even think that would register, to be honest. I lost all my stuff, didn't I? I don't know where anything is at. Yeah, some people. I don't know how many times I've actually explained that earlier. Don't know how many times I explained it. It can be a little envious that Roman has his own observatory. It's all of ours, though. I mean, definitely, like, when I say we got the telescope for anybody that wants to use it, and it don't matter if you're a flat earther or whatever. Anybody that wants to use it can use the telescopes that we have, the remote telescopes, do your own stuff with them. It's pretty fun to do. Honestly, a lot of fun. Let's face your live stream. I appreciate that. Thanks, Newbie. I appreciate that. People come and go, you'll probably have to do it. More than one. Yeah, we do. We definitely do. Like a shock away from a nuke. It's a good way to say it too, yeah. It's kind of like that. There are governments of Earth that has launched missiles straight up at 90 degrees. What? There are governments of Earth that has... Most missiles don't go straight at 90 degrees because they have to have curve at some point. They don't continue on. I still don't know what you... So there are governments of Earth that has launched missiles straight up at 90 degrees. You have to curve them. Like... I'm so confused. I want to be with you, man. Like, Majestic, I really want to have the conversation. I'm so confused on what you're saying here right now. Why is there no Earth material on the moon? There is 97%. 97% of the moon itself has is the same isotope as what we find here on Earth. What setup do you have set up for remote sessions? It depends on the night when I set it up. I don't have them set up now, but we were doing the 555, which is a fast wide field. We got that. We got the 5-inch matte cast screen that can go on there, the 4-inch matte cast screen. But really, the 5-inch matte cast screen with a focal reducer. And then we have the 555, which is like an f1.9. So either one of those can go up there. It just depends, so. Hey, Bob, what's up, buddy? I see you, man. Losing brain cells right now. Sometimes I feel like that. I mean, I try not to, like, I try to have that conversation, but some people kind of push into a boundary that I have no clue what they're trying to talk about. It's kind of crazy. Rabad, how's you doing, brother? How's your night? Hey, FD, how's it going? How's San Diego? Still humid? Still crazy humid? Crazy humid out there. Yeah, it's kind of calmed down on the conversation finally, though. At least. Got to give you that. Yeah, honestly, Majestic, I'm trying to get there with you. You kind of lost me on your conversation. I think I've answered you the best I could. I'm trying to get there with you, man. Didn't have the time for crayons to explain. Or people that eat my crayons, like the red apparently is some people's favorite color to chew on. Have you seen any of the Artemis back of the moon shots yet? I have. I think they're so gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. San Diego is human. Dang, no way. Come in Central Florida, so that's no big deal. I love it. Is there gold on the moon? Gold is so abundant. Gold is so abundant in the cosmos. Got a heat wave this week. Yo, Red, what up, brother? How you doing, man? I chill some, try not to, cuss lines. That's all good. I get it, but looking in windows don't sound like something I talk about. What up, Red? How you doing, bro? What's a crater we're looking at? Tycho. Beautiful Tycho. From Tycho Braun. Named after Tycho Braun. But Tycho Impact Crater. Beautiful Tycho. He's speaking English, but some are listening, dumbass. Dang. Yo, that's tough. That is tough right there. Oh my goodness. That's super tough. Hi, Eric. Welcome in. Yeah, some definitely have two brain cells racing for third place. I don't get it. Just how some people are. It's just how some people are. Do you know what my profile picture means? 64 divided by 64 equals 1. I can barely see your profile picture. I mean, I can see what it is. I know it's part of the of a conspiracy group. Let me open it up bigger. I don't necessarily know that aspect though. You'll have to explain that one to me. Like, you'll have to explain that one to me. I don't quite get that aspect of it though. I really don't. I assume it's something to do with conspiracies though. Other photos of Tethys available. Ooh. Huh. I don't have any, personally. I personally don't have any myself. Hey Noah, how are you? How's your night? Thank you, Autumn. Thank you so much, Autumn. Yeah, you'll have to explain it, Majestic. I assume it's something for the conspiracy realm. I don't really run in the conspiracy realm. You probably would imagine by now. But you'll probably have to explain it to me, man. I don't get it, personally. Surely Remnants. Okay, Moonbase. Gumby lives on the moon. Dang, that's an old show. That's an old show. That's like a really old show. Come up over here towards like the North Pole real quick if you guys want to see some of this beauty. There's a dark side of the moon, if there is. Has anybody ever seen it? There's a far side of the moon, not a dark side of the moon. We see it through photographs, and the people that flew by it. We see it through photographs. First photographs back like in 1959 of Luna 3. Luna 3 is the first one to take photos. Gumby rolled your youth. Gumby and Pokey. I don't know the Pokey part. I kind of remember Gumby. SpaceX crater over by Einstein. We can't see it though, it's super small. They left cheese on the moon during the last Apollo mission. Would still be edible. I wouldn't want to eat it. It'd be so high in radiation. Like, I wouldn't want to eat it. Explain there would be impossible to. Too much time. Oh, okay. I got you. No, I get it. I get it. Well, those are seas. Yeah, this is part of the seas. Yeah, we see the Sea of Shower right here. Well, there's a couple of things. Let me see if I mark it out. So, like, this is the Sea of Shower, this dark area, and this is like the Bay of Rainbow. You got Plato Impact Crater right here, and you got the Sea of Cold right over here. And then up here, right next to where my face is, that's going to be the Sea of Serenity. That's showing up right there. Showing your age tonight, brother. You're driving during a hot day, and the concrete seems to have waves come up. Yeah, yeah. Here's why it looks like that in the picture. Same thing. Very much same thing. So when you think about the heat waves coming through, we got heat waves in the sky, and what's happening is we're magnifying. It's not just pavement, but like think of a barbecue grill. Like when you have a barbecue grill, you just lit up and you get the waves coming through. Same thing in the atmosphere. And so when you zoom in with like a telescope, you see it, and it's called atmospheric turbulence. So, or just turbulence if you're talking about the barbecue grill or the I can't even think of the term for it when it comes off the road. But atmospheric turbulence, same thing though. Essentially the same thing. It's still active. Be able to control it. Think use it to be able to control it. No, but I'm excited for the new one. I'm pretty excited. Now Luna 3 most likely go towards the south. They're not gonna. It's gonna be a lander, but not people landing on Luna 3 though. Like looking over hot pavement, yeah, very much. It says this is AI for sure. Okay. Okay. Fascinating. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, atmospheric turbulence pretty well. It's the same thing though. Exactly the same. Some nights it's really bad, some nights it's not as bad. And I live like in the Kansas City area. And so it gets bad here because we get the jet stream that flies over us. Like where it dips down out of Colorado down here into the Midwestern part of the United States. And the winds there can be insane. absolutely insane. You know, anywhere like that 80 to 120 mile per hour winds just right above us, and it just insane. It's really insane. Tell Alfred Gerald Bugsy. I don't think it will do it. Full moon night. I haven't seen a crazy chat room like this. I know it's been pretty wild tonight for sure. We can see all the lunar bases on the dark side of the moon. There's no bases on the far side of the moon. Did you see the movie Moon with Sam Rockwell? I did not. I didn't see it. Was it good or no? I don't watch a lot of TV. Red, thank you for the GG, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the GG. Maybe shimmering is off upstairs. Called it. Okay, heat haze or heat shimmer. Yeah, the far side of the moon. Tonight, C11. Got the C11 on tonight. Beautiful C11 telescope tonight. The clouds are kind of pushing out, it looks like, so it keeps getting super bright in my face here. I don't know if you guys can see some of the clouds there. They're very hard to see, but you can see some of them trying to push through. Starting to clear up a little bit. Turbulence level, same in winter. No, it gets much better in winter. Like, so much better in winter. Has there been any man-made missions to the moon since Apollo? There was. We just sent one. We literally just sent one this not too long ago. Months ago. Where the sea is Serenity, can you show it? Yeah, absolutely. Let me go back over there. Make sure we get the controls down. Don't tell me what I can or not call. I don't give a shit what you call it. Don't matter to me. Don't ask me a question and then get your question resolved, I guess. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Here's the Sea of Serenity right here. I don't care what you call anything, to be honest. If you're gonna ask a question, be okay if it has to be corrected. It does happen. Hey Trev, what's up, buddy? How you doing? How's your night? Surface mission? Yeah, it'll be coming up. Probably Artemis 4 will be a surface mission. But a lot of things comes back to money. Money and politics at the end of the day. Like, there's been several attempts. But when you look at Artemis, Artemis is definitely the best possibility so far to get back to the moon compared to a lot of other attempts that were going to get to the moon. There's other things that obviously came up. The International Space Station shuttle program. The events that occurred during shuttle program. It's kind of tough. Hi Chris, how you doing? Used to be an ocean. Now these are seas. They're called Caesar and Maria on the moon, but they're filled with ancient solidified lava. Ancient solidified lava. This is the moon, Rachel. Welcome in. Good to see you again. Good to see you. Basaltic lava. Ancient solidified lava. Looks like it has a belly button. It does. It does. It does. We'll go up to it real quick. Here's the belly button on the moon. Right here. The belly button on the moon. Hi Cindy, how are you? How's your night? Joe, thank you. Thank you for the clapping, Sil. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Any colonies on the surface? No. Where did Elon crash a rocket again? I can't remember. Over by Einstein. But it's over in the... it's not visible right now, though. It's over near, like, the ocean of storms. Maybe we'll see something hit the moon. That'd be wild. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. I'll be off in this region, though. Out by, like, Aristicus. A little bit further out, though. That ain't no organic crater. Okay. Joe, thank you. How to go background on my phone? Because I'm lights out. How big was the asteroid that caused that belly button? About 6 to 7 kilometers. How big would an object have to be for us to be able to see it? It's not going to be so much about the object, though it has influence, right? But more of like, what is it? What kind of impact is it, right? How massive an impact actually is, how fast was the velocities, different things like that. There's too many factors involved. more than just how big was the object. Though it's shortened in pieces, possibly due to human influence, like in the movie. Huh. I don't know that one. Yeah, I'm not sure of that one. Never seen it. Never seen Time Machine. Ever seen a shooting star through the telescope? They look different. If you have, I never have. I'm sure that there's been times we may have seen something come through like that, but just never seen it because it'd be so dang fast. Like if a shooting star went through here, it'd be super fast. So fast. Like really fast. Hi Snowfire, how are you? They said there are reflectors I put on the moon. There are reflectors on the moon. Bounce a laser back there would prove that it actually landed on the moon. So there is reflectors on the moon. They're called retroreflective mirrors. You can see it on shows even like Mythbusters, for example. I think there's an argument there, though. This is going to go for your side, obviously, but you could put it there with robots, right? But they are there. There's photographs of them being placed. We do know where they are, and we can measure with 50-watt lasers to get the distance. There's a reason for them too. It wasn't anything to do about did we land on the moon or not, but the reasoning for it was to be able to measure the distance to the moon over a period of time to try to understand the moon, to understand what's its rotation, differences on its apogee and perigee, what's a difference in other motions, right? A lot of other things came up from that. For example, now we know it leaves us at about 1.437 inches per year. There's nothing there that says NASA cares if you believe they landed there or not. Like, no one cares. No one cares at the end of the day if you believe that we landed on the moon or not. It's not really a thing. I think that it comes back to logic and evidence when it comes to self-questioning if we landed on the moon or not. And if you have logic, if you look at the evidence, and you would say, yes, we landed on the moon at that point. Other than that, I don't know. The light, the whiteness we're seeing, what is that? Just the normal isotopics. This is how bright it is, the reflectivity of it. And abandoned rovers, yeah. Yeah, for sure. We can see the footsteps. We can see all kinds of stuff through photography from other countries. And some of these countries would love to make fun of us if we never actually went to the moon. They would love to call us out on it. But they can't call us out because we've been to the moon. It's kind of the logic side of it all. What's the moon moving away from Earth? Well, I mean, obviously it's formed here, so its natural instinct doesn't lead, but its gravitational pull on the ocean is what actually helps force it out there, even the centrifugal force. But when it tries to pull on the ocean, the actual bulge is in front. It wants to pull, but at the same time, it kind of releases a little bit of the moon. First space program saying the moon is inhabited with evidence. What's more evidence? Guy who led the first space program. Who led the first space program? What's the name? No, you're good, Waters. Yeah. Cool. Hopefully I get it up there. E equals MC squared. What's that have to do with inhabitants? And what's that even have to do with space programs? I'm confused, man. You're starting to say nonsense. I'm not sure where to connect the dots. I'm sorry, dude. Kind of confused on them. But you're speaking Chinese with the space talk, and I'm only fluent in Panda Express. I love it. Yo, Panda Express is so good. So dang good. I haven't had it in forever, though. I haven't had it in forever. I wasn't going back to the moon. There's a whole us not going back to the moon. Literally us just... We're going back to the moon. We just flew people around the moon. I'm sorry. Maybe you mistyped there. But we are going back to the moon. In fact, China's trying to get to the moon. Have you seen the curious mark for them of them rebuilding the Ilium Apollo computer? I have not. I haven't. I want to set up a hammock in a massive crater there. That'd be a lot of fun. That'd be so fun. That'd be a lot of fun. Hey Leslie, how are you? How's Leslie? Yeah, maybe I misread that, Rachel, but we are going back to the moon. We just sent people around the moon again. But maybe I just misread that. Recently, about a fellow responded to Armstrong from Houston during dude ended up going to the moon on mission 16, was the youngest person on the moon. Oh wow. Last many decades. What made us want to go back? I think you got two sides. There were the ones that want to go back to the moon. You got the ones that want to go back to the moon. And then you have another side that says, you know what, we have technology. Do we need to go back to the moon or just send robots, right, to the moon and do the work with the robots safer? And a lot of things come up as safety. When you fly people to the moon and fly them back, it's expensive, really expensive. So now you're into politics. There's a couple of different things. There's been several times where they wanted to fly back to the moon. It's not just current days, but there's been times there you have groups that push to get back to the moon with mankind. But we're definitely at that point now where it seems to be this is a really good chance to get back to the moon with mankind. Whether we need to send men to the moon or not, I think that's a valid argument. I don't know that we need to send people to the moon, like personally. And I think that's going to be one of the big things. Let China do it. They got the big bucks. And this is going to be a big thing. Do you want China to go back to the moon and try to claim territory? There's an international way that says we don't claim territory outside of Earth. But that's not necessarily true with some other scenarios. So you get into the idea of, like, you get ice water, right? There's ice water down in some of the deep impact craters. That if you have another country trying to claim territory on it, then you get into that issue. And that's going to be one thing that comes up. I don't know. I mean, it's a tough one. Honestly, a tough one. When you get into the politics side, right? But as far as mankind going back to the moon, I don't know that we have a valid reason to say we need to send men to the moon. A seventh time. I just don't know. I don't know personally. So you got different sides of it, though. It is what it is. Someone's claiming the moon is impossible until one group owns everything. People are going to try to claim the moon. No, I'm working on Tesla robots to send the moon. He is. It's definitely not for the same reason as before. No. No, it's not. It's definitely not going to be the same reasoning. It'll be a lot more of a political. Like, obviously, the first time going to the moon was a political thing, but this is going to be a little different on the political scale in a huge way. It'll be a little different for sure. SpaceX and satellite space and the number of objects where we've grown. We've got to be able to go to the moon. They're well tracked, luckily. That's a good question, though. Honestly, a really good question. I don't have the answer for it, but it's a good question. It's a really good question. Just be the first to poop on the moon. You ain't gonna be the first. You won't be the first. There's plenty of it up there, by the way. Plenty of it up there. Plenty up there. You don't even want to know the amount of trash on the moon. Too much. We bring out some of the brightness. From their different countries all together in France, or there's still hostile competition. Most of it's going to be friendly. Political is going to be a different scenario, but for the most part, it's still friendly. Like the people that are going into space together are going to be friendly. Like, you ain't got a choice, right? The political side of things, that's where it gets all different. Where it happens here, your telescope can see it. I wish. Yeah, I wish. If offered, would you go, Roman? I would not. I wouldn't go to the moon. I don't want to be strapped onto a rocket. I personally would not want to be strapped onto a rocket. Personal thing, I think. I just don't want a rocket under my butt. I wouldn't go. I would love to be on the moon. I don't know. That's a tough one. If we didn't have to sit on a hydrogen bomb and go to space, I would. Yeah. Oh, pick me. How's the light reflected off the moon by the time we see it? About 1.3 seconds, roughly. Roughly about 1.3 seconds. And then it comes from the sun, you know. About 8 minutes. Just over 8 minutes. And then it can take hundreds of thousands of years to leave the actual sun as it fuses near the core of the sun. They get out so dense, it takes a little bit of time to get there. So the actual light that you see is really old. Other people I'd want to be, oh yeah, best is, oh yeah. That'd make it so much more fun. And I think that's necessarily true. Like, it's truly something you have to really think about when you go up there. And I think that's where most of it's going to be. They don't die slowly from a fall. Dang. Hi, Fred. How's it going, buddy? A longer than that. Moonlight. 1.3 seconds, roughly. 1.2 to 1.3. I've seen the cockpit launch videos. The shuttle dragon. I have not. That'd be great. What are you doing? Jupiter streamed again? Oh, dude, we got months away from Jupiter again. We'll be getting into a lot more Saturn overnight. Saturn streams. It'll be months before we get back to Jupiter. Like such a cool guy. We friends with everyone. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Let's say, so are there any members yet? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. It's in AI space. Already raising slightly above the sun. Yeah, just slightly. But it's just, we got months away from it. Gonna be able to watch the lunar eclipse. Yes, it looks like, Leslie, it looks like we're gonna have clear skies. The forecast looks really good. We should get the bronze moon on the night of the 27th. Looks really good. I have not. I've never witnessed anything I would say it's like alien-like. How many days until the moon's full? The night of the 27th into the morning 28th. So coming right up on it. Eclipse time zone, Central Time, Miss Creations. Central Time about 11:30ish, roughly. 11:30 at night. Ever do live for Saturn? How well can you see it from your telescope? 2 nights ago. We do. It's just an early morning object right now, but yeah, we definitely get Saturn. I know. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? How's it doing? I'm gonna bring up some brightness. Got some clouds flying through. But yeah, we do Saturn. We've been doing Saturn. We are closer to Andromeda now, though. You're so ready for me to go capture Andromeda. One for all these crazy clouds. See some of the clouds blowing through right here. Always clouds. They know. They know. The clouds know. Just relaxing. Nice. Very awesome. Miss it. It's been early morning streams for Saturn, though. Like, it has to be around 2 a.m. right now before I can get to Saturn. Get Storm. Come on, 27, buddy. They know, Jax. They know. They know. Good Neptune when the weather's right. Yeah. It's like a little dot, by the way. When we look at Neptune, it's like a little blue dot. They always know. Here's Mother Laws from space. About 2 a.m. before I get Saturn, yeah. Crazy. Probably could do a little bit of focus, but it's actually decent looking. Looks like you are. Been sleeping too early, huh? Caught the sturgeon moon yet? Coming up on the sturgeon moon.
Hi, Kathy. How are you?
How is Kathy? Hold up a little more. Gonna need some Tycho or Copernicus. Sorry, a little bit of Copernicus.
The moon. The moon. The moon.
Hovering like Saturn would be so pretty.
That would have happened.
That'd be very beautiful. I would agree. No, I would definitely agree with you. It would be gorgeous. That would be gorgeous.
You're streaming for a lunar eclipse. Where?
Looks like we'll have a clear night.
Why is it greater, lighter?
Why is it brighter? Younger impact crater. It's about 108 million years old. The Tycho impact crater. It's a young impact crater. It's the youngest large impact crater on the moon. And it's really bright, like super reflective compared to the rest of it. But eventually, it'll tone down as the radioactive winds come through. It'll eventually tone it down, though. I'm just right above the horizon for you. Yeah, about 10:30s. So low in the sky for me. Like a shadow trying to fly through. 2 times from Saturn. It is way out there. Neptune's really far out there. It's really far out there. Little baby blue dot, though. There's not much to see with it. Honestly, not much to see with it at all. A little blue dot. Same as like Pluto. Pluto's a little white dot. Not much to see with it. Pizza rolls. Hey, Jenny, look up Texas chili. Texas chili. It has pizza rolls in it. Pizza rolls, ranch, cream cheese. Like, it looks wild. You have to look it up. Texas chili. Or sorry, Florida chili. Florida chili. Little blue dot crossing. It is a little blue dot. Literally a little blue dot. Yeah, it's crazy. Do it. Look it up. Florida chili. You'll be surprised. It's actually really cool. Actually really cool. It looks yummy. I won't lie. Not Texas chili. Florida chili. I think I misspoke there. How do we estimate the age of impact on the moon? There's a couple of different ways. So we look at the ejecta. The lines are coming out. As you can see, that brightness. And then you look for large impacts in it, and that helps you kind of get one. 2, you can look at the reflectivity. We know how long it takes for most things to start to fade out and dim out, and that helps a lot. But the impacts inside the ejecta is a really good way to age impacts. Get pretty dang close. Got to try my chili. Oh man, it's really good camping chili. So you're trying to say that you got to be outside when you eat that chili because it smells bad, or what? What happens? What happens, buddy? Chili's so awesome that when you eat it, you gotta sleep outside, huh? That's not good. I don't think that's good anyways. Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. What do I know? There's a man with a telescope. Can't see now. Oh, clouds already coming in. We're almost about to lose our view. We're gonna be getting into the tree line here real quick. Like really quick. Trees are gonna win. Chili. I don't know where the chili comes from. I don't know where they came up with the term chili for it. I'm not sure. Especially if it got beans in it, right? Too much light. Oh. Gotcha. I don't know where the idea came up to chili. But it looks good. I mean, I like ranch. I like cream cheese. I like pizza rolls. I like cheese, so I think it'd be okay. I think it'd be alright. We're getting in the trees now. I think we are. Start to see the trees kind of waving right there on the side. We're about to lose our view for the night, y'all. Is chili a summer or winter food in your opinion? Winter. Yeah, winter by far. I like all this stuff that goes in it, but it's what I know. It looks good though. Honestly, it looks good. Making me gotta think about chili. I don't have any crackers. Oh, dang it, man. Look it up. Y'all ought to look it up. Florida chili. Someone do it. Well, come back, report back. Let us know if it's good so the rest of us can try it. I want to try it. I'm scared to try it. Gonna go find some open clusters tonight. That'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun, Jax. That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, someone try it though for me, will you? Try the Florida chili. Frito pie sounds really good. Frito pies are really good. Unless you're from California and call it Frito both, then don't need to have that conversation. Moldy Cheerio chili. Oh my goodness. Go try Florida chili one day. It looks really good. Making a beef stew tomorrow. Till winter, but Josh wants some. Oh, okay. Food for a month. Gotta make it. That'd be nice. 30 degrees to the west. Golden color. Arcturus, maybe? Quick quote, pale blue. Yeah, pale blue dot if you're talking about it. Feels, still smoky there. Oh, you guys got a lot of smoke still. That sucks. We're getting the tree branches now waving in front of the moon. You see that quick shadowing effect? You can see the clouds too, really thin clouds, but that darkness coming in. It looks like someone putting their hand in front of us. It's a tree trying to block our view. So we're going to be at the end of the view here quickly. Pizza rolls, ranch dressing, hot sauce, and melted cheese Romano. I've seen instead of hot sauce, I've seen they were doing cream cheese. It was ranch dressing, cream cheese, and then some, cheese on top melted. I mean, it looks good. Actually, it looks really good. The Canadian fires still are going on. They are. The smoke map is insane. The amount of smoke coming in. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But y'all, we're pretty much there. We're at the end of the night. There's nothing I can do about trees. The trees get us every single time. They get us. They definitely get us. They definitely get us. Silly trees. Yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing night. It's supposed to get cloudy, like even more cloudy than what we already have. At some point. I'm not sure what tomorrow's going to look like. I'm not too sure what tomorrow is going to look like as far as the weather. Hopefully it's clear. So hopefully we get a little bit more time with the moon. It does look like it's going to be really good for the eclipse, so I'm excited for that. I'll probably consider, do we want to stream from the observatory, or if I'm going to load up equipment and we go out and maybe find like a gravel road and stream from it or something. So that's something to figure out anyways. Oh, you're in North Dakota. All bad, Dustin. Dang, man. You guys have an amazing night. Clear skies. Clear skies, y'all. Make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't yet. If you want to be able to jump back in with us. If you want to jump in Discord, feel free to jump in our Discord with us. I hope you guys have an amazing night. Be awesome. Be kind. Kindness is free. Don't ask stupid questions. There's no stupid question, but there is. I like to say there's no stupid question, but you know what? There are stupid questions out there. We've seen a few tonight. It just blew my mind. Oh my goodness. Anyways, y'all have an amazing night. Clear skies. I'll see y'all soon. Good night.